You know that feeling when you open up your music player and it just feels like a chore? Like you're just navigating another boring spreadsheet? Well, if you're tired of that, you're in the right place. We're going to take a look at an app that throws all that out the window. I mean, let's be real, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Almost every app these days feels like it's stamped out of the same cookie-cutter mold. Yeah, they work, but where's the personality? Where's the soul? They're just boring. And this is the cure. What you're looking at is NeoMusic. It's got this incredible, handcrafted cyberpunk vibe where you can tell every single pixel was put there on purpose. This isn't just some theme you download, it's a totally different way of thinking about what a music player can even be.
So how exactly does this all come together? Well, here's what we're going to break down. We'll start with its looks, the aesthetic revolution. Then we'll get into how it feels, its analog soul. After that, we'll check out the power under the hood. And finally, we'll cover its rock-solid privacy protocol. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the aesthetic revolution. This is all about breaking free from that sea of sameness we were just talking about.
The big problem it's tackling is something I think we all feel. It's material design fatigue. It's that moment you realize your music app, your calendar, and your calculator all have the exact same look and feel. They're just generic. So how do you escape that? Simple. You build everything yourself. NeoMusic was made using something called the Android Canvas API. Just think of it like an artist starting with a totally blank canvas. Every button, every glowing line, every animation is drawn from scratch. It's a ton of work, but it's how you get something that looks truly unique. And this is what you get for all that effort. A real-time visualizer that isn't just for show. We're talking a detailed 16-band spectrum that bounces and reacts to your music, running at a buttery smooth 60 frames per second. It's like you can actually see the sound. Because everything is custom built, that also means you get insane levels of customization. You're not stuck with a couple of preset colors. Nope, you can dial in literally any neon color you can imagine. And if you've got a phone with an AMOLED screen, there's a true black mode that makes those colors just leap off the screen. Just look at the difference. On the left, you've got the default red. Cool. But on the right, a totally custom cyberpunk theme. We're not just talking about changing the color of a button here. This is about crafting the entire vibe of the app to be exactly what you want. But here's the thing. All that custom work isn't just about how the app looks. It completely changes how it feels. And that brings us right to our next section, an analog soul. Instead of the flat, boring sliders we're all used to, you get these awesome rotary knobs. They're clearly inspired by old-school high-end stereo equipment. It brings this amazing, physical, tactile feeling to a touchscreen. And this is the best part. It's not just for looks. When you turn those knobs, you get haptic feedback. You actually feel a little click as you make adjustments. Even the seek bar has this feeling of resistance, like you're actually pushing something. It's an interface that's meant to be felt, not just tapped.
Okay, so it looks amazing and it feels fantastic. But is it actually a good music player? Can it handle a serious library? Well, let's pop the hood and find out.
So for anybody out there with a massive local music collection, you know the pain of endlessly scrolling. This is a total lifesaver. It's got a vertical letter scrubber so you can just zip from A to Z in a split second. No more scrolling hell. This thing is built for big libraries. And check out the lyrics. It's not just a block of text, it actually syncs up word for word like karaoke. But the real game changer here is that it caches them. It saves the lyrics, so even if you're offline on a plane or subway, they're still there. No internet needed.
And of course, it checks all the other boxes for power users. You've got a built-in multi-band equalizer, full support for Android Auto, perfect gapless playback for your FLAC files, and yeah, even a sleep timer. All the essentials are here.
All right, let's get to the final section. And honestly, for a lot of people these days, this might be the most important part. Let's talk about the privacy protocol. You know that question that pops into your head every time you install a new app? So, what are you doing with my data? Where is it going? Who's looking at it? Well, this chart really says it all. The typical app, it wants you to create an account, it needs an internet connection, and it's full of trackers sniffing around your data. NeoMusic? It needs none of that. No account, it works 100% offline, and most importantly, absolutely zero trackers. What you listen to is your business, period. And this quote from the developer just sums it up perfectly. Your music, your phone, full stop. There's no fine print, there's no asterisk. It's just a promise.
This app plays the music you own on the phone you own. That's it.
So when you put all of that together, the one-of-a-kind design, the tactile feel, the smart features, and that hardline stance on privacy, this is what you get. You get a music player that was clearly built by someone who actually cares.
And it kind of leaves you with one final question, right? In a world where our software is constantly trying to track us and sell us things, isn't it about time our software started to respect us?
If you're ready to actually see your sound and use a player that dares to be different, you can grab NeoMusic right now. It's available for free on the Google Play Store. Thanks for tuning in.